So here we are at the Ultimate Life Summit. It's been just fantastic. Young people from 13 different countries, teenagers that came in just not knowing what this was all about. And today we're on our 4th day of transformation, of learning, of capturing the mindsets. And you know what, guys? We can't make this happen without the educators. And with me from Whitefield School in London, England, we've got Lorraine to my left and Lynn, who's going to share with us their perspective of this experience at the Ultimate Life Summit and the mindsets of the ultra successful. As an educator, Lorraine, what are your thoughts? Why should young people get involved with the Ultimate Life mindsets?
I think from my perspective, I wish I'd learned these things when I was their age. I wish somebody had come along and changed my memes. Guys, you'll learn what memes are. Because so many times when you're growing up, people for the right or the wrong reasons will put something in your head which will make you feel you can't do something. And what I've learned, let alone the kids, I've learned this week that I can actually do anything.
That is interesting because from the very first day, we talk about the mindsets. And the very first one is everything is possible. We know that young people always get caught up with, well, I can't, maybe, but, and oftentimes parents and adults share these things with them. But here we're saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, it is possible. Yes, you can find your passion first. Is there one mindset that you think most young people at Whitefield might catch on to that will really empower them?
I think the one for me that's going to stand out with our students is the 100% accountable.
100% accountable. What does that mean, and why do you think that's going to be significant to the Whitefield students?
I think we're all guilty of blaming situations or places or other people on our lack of achievement. And I think it's time we all learned that really we're the only ones that can change that. And that's a big lesson that I've seen our students learn here this week.
That's great. You know that oftentimes we say that it's really up to you. That if it is to be, it is up to me. And if young people could only understand that concept, that really you're in full control. Is there one mindset that you have learned here this week out of the 7 that really stands out for you?
Yeah, for me, I think it was the passion first. I remember when you guys came to London and did the talk to our 6th form students, I kind of asked myself the same question, like, what's my passion? And I thought, actually, I don't know what it is. But coming here and having that time to sit down and think about things, it's really quite obvious what they were. It's the fact that I love sport, which is why I teach sport in school, and teaching. It's, you know, being able to pass on and guide and help students, and having that time to sit down and think about it really made me realise that I am actually living my passion and I'm doing what I really like to do.
And I'm one of the biggest fans of sport. I used to play sport myself. I always try to be cool in school as a teenager. Yes, you get labeled. Yes, you called names. You know, I always said that in the United States at least, that's right, in the US, guys, in the UK, in the US, if you're an athlete, you're labeled as a jock, meaning that you don't have the academics, you're not part of the leadership clubs, and that's not true. You can be cool, you can play sports, you can be smart, you can excel at your dreams, and all of that packaged makes you so successful. Is that something the guys in England face too, the
Absolutely,
athletes?
yeah. You know, we kind of get, you know, pushed into a corner because we're really good at sport, that people presume that we're not necessarily academic in any other subject. So it would be amazing for some of our kids to think that, yeah, we're great at sport, but actually my passion is something totally different. And being able to help and guide them through their passion and being able to figure out what they want to do.
And Lynn, you were an athlete yourself, you played sports growing up. What lessons did you learn in sport that has allowed you to be successful in life?
It's that determination and wanting to be the best and wanting to win and achieve, that element of competition. I still thrive on it now, even in, you know, school situations when we're learning together as teachers. It's that I want to do well, I want to be the best, I want to win.
You could tie in the sport experiences and bring it into the classroom, into life without a problem.
Absolutely.
Well, now, you know, one of the mindsets that we talk about is attitude of gratitude, that sometimes you see that some young people have this guilt. They feel sorry, they don't have this, blame, blaming somebody else. I don't have enough, I can't do it. Do you think that applies in the students at Whitefield, the attitude of gratitude? Is that lacking, or is that something most of them can relate to?
I think, if I'm honest, with most young people today, there is a lack of gratitude. And I don't think this is something they're even conscious of. I think they've kind of grown up in a world where they see everything as an entitlement. rather
I agree.
than seeing that they have some responsibility, rather than seeing that they need to be the ones who are giving before they start getting anything back. And I think that's another very big lesson that our kids will have learned here this week. The fact that it's not about what you can get out of something, it's about what you can put into something.
Which is one of the mindsets, guys, live to give. It's amazing how when you give, so much comes back in your life, that it's not about you. It's about helping somebody else. Hey, I met some of you guys at your school, and I'm looking forward to going back. As a matter of fact, in a few moments, you're going to hear from some of the students who won scholarships to be here this week at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And let me share with you and ask both of you, how significant is this for the parents to get involved as well? What's your thought about that?
Oh, it's huge. You know, we can only do so much within school and encourage the students, but once they leave and they're with their friends and they're back in their home environment, it could be a totally different situation. So to have that follow-up and reinforcement at home as well, to think, you know, you can do it, we can help you do it, we'll help you get there and support you, will be huge.
What about if the students start to learn this through you, and then they become so familiar with this and comfortable with it? Do you think they will share this with their parents in the communities?
This is certainly something we're hoping for. At the moment, there are 5 of us here, two teachers and 3 students. And our plan is that will grow out. It will become something that will get bigger and bigger. So when we go back, we'll work with our first group of students, and then all of those will work with the next group. We want to create our own new virus.
Okay, and start killing those memes.
Absolutely.
You know, all of this came through Live to Give. There's a gentleman named George Moore, who most of you have met, from the UK. He's a student that I met when he was 15 in an entrepreneurship program, and we stayed in touch. We are connected as one of those mindsets that we always talk about. George Moore, after attending the ULS, the Ultimate Life Summit at Disney, in 2009, went back home, told the CEO of Market Corporation about his experiences, and he asked him, you know what, I witnessed this, I lived it, I want other young people in the UK to witness this, and other young people to come and experience it. He goes back in 2010, and he got some scholarships, not only for 3 students, but for 2 educators, sponsored by the Market Corporation in London, England. I thought that was a wonderful gesture, a wonderful initiative by George Moore. And guys, yes, you can make a difference. George Moore made it happen. And today, look where we're at. And we've got 13 countries, 150 students and adults experiencing the mindsets. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Guys, when these 2 ladies go back, these 2 educators go back, make sure you clearly understand that message that they're going to give you, because we are going to change the world.